Hello and welcome to the Crystal Lady podcast. This is our first episode where we are going to drink some whiskey. We're going to talk about some stuff. Hopefully have a few laughs. Depends on how the whiskey hits us. And then at the end, to wrap things up, we're going to try the last dab, so stick around. Anyway, I am Kayla Mancuso from Crystal Lady. We are Crystal Lady together, and we're going to podcast for you today.
Names all around. What's your name?
Yeah, what's everyone's name?
So who are you?
Oh my God, we'll tell that story in a minute. Correy's the new drummer here. This is Correy. We had an incident with Correy the other day, but go ahead, introduce yourself, guys.
My name is Dylan Russell. I'm the bass player, the best person in the band.
That's a fucking lie.
My name is Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
Technical difficulties. Hello.
All right.
Testing. Sibilance. All right, we're good. I'm Skim Beeble. I play keyboards and accordion.
We got Nick Five Ash on guitar,
I'm
sitting
Nick.
there, right?
How y'all doing?
And Correy, go ahead. Tell us all about yourself.
So who?
You're brand new. People don't know you around here.
What's this guy up
Who
to?
is Correy Smotherson? What is Correy Smotherson? I want to know.
What
I'm
is-
black as Nah. But no, my name is Correy Smotherson. I am the drummer for Crystal Lady. I am now the drummer.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we don't know about that one though, but
Yeah.
Hey.
So Correy almost was not the drummer of Crystal Lady the other night.
Oh.
You're on thin ice, buddy.
I did almost get fired.
Not sincerely. I could kind of tell you're joking, but how about we just tell the story?
We can.
So we played at Road to Point Fest at Pops, which is this big concert in St. Louis where it's essentially a battle of the bands, and a bunch of bands compete over multiple series and like segments of the show to win spots at Point Fest, which is a major music festival in St. Louis where they bring in like Foo Fighters, played it, and Highly Suspect, Bad Flower, a lot of my favorite bands. And
So on top of that, Kayla really would like to play at Point Fest. Is what I learned the following.
God, I have been such a fan of the Point and Point Fest my whole life. But moving on from that, we are sitting down backstage before going on. We were like the second band to play, and we're sitting backstage to give like a video interview with one of the show hosts from 105.7 The Point, Cornbread, who is also the judge of the Battle of the Bands.
Which I didn't know this at the time.
yes, you did. We told you.
He said his name at the beginning of the interview.
Nope.
All the branding, all the social media, it all said
Nope.
105.7 The Point presents Road to Point Fest, judged by Cornbread
It
from
might as well have been
105.7.
called Cornbread Fest. Cornbread Fest.
So they invite us backstage to give a video interview. We are the first band to be giving a video interview, and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm thinking like, oh man, maybe they're going to share this on Facebook. Maybe they're going to put it on their website, and I can be affiliated with my favorite radio station in the world in some small capacity. I'm pumped. And they're like, okay, give us your two most talkative band members. So obviously I was going to go, and I was like, who wants to come with me?
It was between me and Corey, and I'm like, okay, well, Corey's more sociable than I am.
It could have been
Normally.
me, but they were afraid I was going to say something very inappropriate, which
They
I
weren't
might
afraid
have.
of Nick saying something inappropriate.
we
Honestly,
were.
you were just gonna be quiet.
You just didn't speak up in time.
I could, yeah. Well, I didn't want you guys. I wanted you guys to have some spotlight. I can talk shit.
But anyway, Dylan's like, well, it's between me and Corey, and Corey's prettier than me, so put him up there. And I
Yes.
go, all right, and it'd be kind of cool to like, this is Corey's first big show with us, and we'll kind of showcase him a little bit. And be like, this is Corey Smotherson, the man, the myth, the legend.
He spends his time all the time behind the drum set. We need to
Yeah.
give him some spotlight.
So we sit down to give this interview. We're talking about like, what's it like being part of the St. Louis rock scene, and what's up with the Point, and who, like, have you ever been to Point Fest, and why do you want to win? And I'm answering all the questions, and I'm feeling bad that Corey's not getting any. And we somehow get onto the topic of, so who is this with you? I'm like, this is Corey. He's our brand new drummer. Corey, say hi. I pass him the microphone. He's like, hey, I'm Corey Smotherson.
Would you like me to?
Cornbread asks Corey a question, and Corey responds.
I'll be Cornbread. Hey, so how you doing, buddy? What's up? What's your deal?
So yeah,
Tell him what you said.
I'm Cornbread.
my name is Cornbread.
My name is Cornbread.
You did not say my name, but you did at the beginning. Okay. Anyway,
And then you say,
I said, so who are you again?
My jaw hit the fucking floor.
son of a bitch said his name at the beginning of the interview.
And he's the judge.
And then,
Corey, the way it came off, Corey was like, "Who are you again?" It was like kind of a snub.
It's his show.
The best part is that afterwards, after Corey asked him that, Cornbread goes, "Oh, did I not say I'm
Yeah.
Cornbread from 105.7 Point? Blah 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 blah." Just doing the intro again,
And then
like
I'm
he
like-
already did.
Like, yeah, well, thanks for talking to us, and thanks for talking to our new drummer, Corey. Might not be our drummer for long after that.
And then we talked to the guy filming it afterwards, and we're like,
He's
"Yo,
like,
did you see that?" And he goes,
Well,
"Yeah,
Dylan actually went up to him.
we're gonna edit that out.
We're like, thanks.
Appreciate
And then
it."
afterwards, his dad didn't hug him. So
Oh, we can tell.
Oh, but
So,
Blaine
yo,
did hug the drummer of the first band.
We
that
did.
slapped.
Yo, Many Colored Death. Y'all fucking.
Oh, I want to do a show with you guys. If you ever
Shout
see
out
this.
to the Many Colored
The
Death.
Many Colored
Where
Death.
they from? Columbia, Missouri.
Columbia.
Missouri.
Missouri, don't say Missouri.
Missouri? Nick's from Georgia. He doesn't know.
I got a speech impediment.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
It's called Southern. Excuse me.
But no, I need it. Who wants to do a shot after that
Potato?
one?
Cheers.
Cheers. Now, you should know Dylan and Corey don't really drink whiskey.
Nope.
I'm a whiskey gal.
But you are correct. Well, I will
Delicious.
say.
How are you doing, Dylan? You holding up?
No.
So Dylan doesn't drink. Well, he does drink, but he doesn't drink unless we can find him something
That tastes
very
good.
sweet and fruity.
Which
That has
I-
no trace of alcohol
You
in the
can't be
taste.
able
No.
to even like
Which
sense
is-
the alcohol like through a brick wall.
Hey, but no, listen. Which I like. Me and Dylan agree. It should taste good, and like it's just. But no, it's not even that. Like I don't mind like the whiskey and bourbon, but when I was in college and in Cape, people always bought me the shit from the gas station.
Oh.
And like when you're buying $10, $15, I'm like, of course it's gonna taste like ass, and I'm like, I'm not there to drink.
Yeah, don't get
to,
that.
to just drink. But when I went over to my friend's house, he actually had a collection downstairs of things that were like upwards like $50, $60, $70, and I'm like, that actually tasted good.
It can be good.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Maker's
get that
Mark-
damn.
That one's, like that's actually okay. I will say that.
Maker's Mark is one of my favorites. It's like a middle of the road. It's a nice whiskey, but it's not like grossly expensive. Like you could drop your whole bankroll on some whiskey if you want to. At a bar, if you're doing shots of Makers, it's probably like $9-10 for a shot of it. But you can get. I think I got this bottle for like $35. It's not.
I would not pay $10 for what I just experienced.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
we
it.
know.
You get so warm and like
Chicken
fuzzy
nugget master.
inside. Whiskey drunk is the best drunk.
Kind of like Fireball, but I can't drink that.
Fireball is absolute ass. Fireball.
One of the
It's
ones I
okay.
actually like.
I can't help it. I don't.
I'll
like,
do
yo,
it for the
really?
camaraderie.
Yeah.
I'll do it for
I
the
like Fireball.
camaraderie. And I get
Touch
shots
microphones.
of Fireball for the band like after shows sometimes because I know Dylan will shoot it. But Fireball is just like it's so thick and syrupy and it tastes like it's the
it tastes-
consistency, it's the viscosity,
It
if
tastes
you
like
will, of
cinnamon.
pancake syrup.
You gotta drink it cold though. If you drink it really cold, it's
If
the,
it's in a
it's
freezer
really-
for a while
yeah, the
and
warmness
you've already had a few drinks.
counterbalances that, and it's like,
Yeah.
Just embrace your inner Canadian, dude. Drink that syrup.
But speaking of college, we all went to college for music at some point or another, right?
Correct.
We're all
Yes.
degreed musicians.
We
we
if
are
you will.
learned doctors
We're
here.
not all degrees.
This is a house of learned doctors.
Dylan's like, don't assume.
yeah. Nick don't got a degree either.
Hey, shut your mouth.
Corey, you got a degree in music, right?
No,
Oh, am I the only?
I had a minor.
I've got a degree in music.
Correct.
Nick, you almost got you were about there, right? And then you were like, "This is bullshit."
I did all of the music, and then I was like, science, psh, fuck that.
And then
I
you're like,
got
"This
out.
wedding is horseshit."
Yikes.
I said, screw this. I'm going home, and then I moved here to the Great White Midwest.
Yeah. So you guys don't know how we got Nick. Nick found us on Craigslist.
Yes, I did. I was looking on Craigslist
He
for
found specifically
some.
me in the personal section.
Yeah, he went to the section, the misconnections, and Dylan had posted about an erotic affair he had had with a Southern gentleman, and Nick's like, "Yeah."
Should we talk about Dylan's obsession with kites? Or
Oh no!
I don't know about all that.
So bad.
I don't know about all that.
That's for episode 2, guys.
Nick is from say where you're from in your accent.
I'm from Brunswick, Georgia.
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 What's your like actual accent though?
Georgia, Georgia.
Nick's accent is kind of faint. Like you could,
Ain't it?
Like you could tell you're
It
not
depends
from
on
here.
it depends on how much whiskey I've drank.
That's true. Because
True.
when you start getting loose,
When I get loose,
You start getting
you're gonna start hearing it. It's gonna come out. I'm gonna say things.
When you were spending the night at my house and you were just like slamming my grandmother's wine dog, it was noticeable.
Yeah.
Did he sound like Taz?
He sounded like that. Dog.
So
Yo.
Taz is this guy.
Listen.
He is the craziest person that I've ever encountered. I've encountered some weirdos on gigs. I've been gigging in St. Louis almost 6 years now in some capacity or another, either as a solo, like I started as a solo jazz singer, and now I've got a rock band that's like primarily original rock. And I mean, that is us.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
all right, I guess you
But
own
no,
us.
I've seen
She is
all
the
the
boss.
different.
I mean-
I've seen a lot of the different facets of the scene in St. Louis, and y'all are weird as shit. Oh my god, I have encountered some of the craziest fucking people in my travels within the 30-mile radius of my house that is St. Louis. But the craziest person I have met is this man Taz. Left
But
St. Louis.
yes, correct.
We went to Cape Girardeau, which is where you went to college.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't know where that is
SEMO.
way South Missouri. Were we in the Boot Heel at that point, or almost?
Almost.
In the
Almost in the Boot Heel.
boondocks.
That is kind of like not middle of nowhere, but it's
middle of
almost the
nowhere.
South.
Cape is where you move to when you get a family and you want to go to a really good school district, like Jackson and like
Do you?
Cape. Or I mean, yeah.
No, I mean because you
In
could
Missouri.
That's not true.
yeah, because you
Cape's
could just
still a
move
nice
to like
spot.
the county. You don't have to move all the way out.
Well, it depends on where you're coming from and what you're used to. Also.
Yeah.
If you're like not a city person, like Cape's like pretty okay for you if you're trying to at least have something to do.
Yeah, but we were playing a show down there, and this dude Taz comes up, and at first I thought he was some creepy dude like watching me dance around and sing in a
He
short
kinda
dress.
was.
And I've dealt with a lot of that. I've dealt with a lot of dudes who are only interested in the band if I'm like dancing around and doing like some Stevie Nicks shit with a tambourine. I thought he was one of them. So we get off the stage. He comes up to me and he's like, "Yeah, well, I used to play harmonica for the Black Crowes." Like he sounded
After every sentence.
his accent sounded like banjos.
Did he say harmonica or was it mouth harp?
No, he said harmonica.
No, he said harmonica.
Whack.
No, he said harmonica.
I played harmonica for the Black Crowes.
Let me tell you what now. I
Oh,
played
wait,
a
do
harmonica.
your whistle when you.
That's my dad right there. My dad.
No, bro.
Son.
No, the fact that you can do that because I've heard your what's the Family Guy dudes? Is it
Herbert.
Yes.
I can do
Because can't you do his impression really well?
it better than I should.
But Taz comes up to me. His intro line is, he's like, "You sang the shit out of those songs." And I was like,
Yes, that is.
Yeah, I was like, "Well, thank you." And
mean,
he's
you
like,
did.
"You don't do cocaine, do you?" And I was like,
My
I
God.
was like, in fact, I do not do cocaine.
He was like,
I
"Do
was
you
like-
wanna?"
No.
And the-
He was like, "No, I can tell." He's like, "I used to be a good singer too, but then I did way too much blow and I screwed up my lungs." And I was like,
Whose fault is that?
"Blow through your nose, screwed up your lungs." I'm
But
like,
then the dude.
like, does it work
next-
that?
but
I'm
then
not
the
a
dude who-
scientist, but I don't know if it works that way.
The dude who was rolling with him though was the complete
Like
opposite
the
of
most
Taz.
like cut and dry, like
Hi, how are you? My
it's
name
like,
is
"Hello,
Steven."
my name is Steven."
Yes.
Yeah, like a super proper just white dude. And
This
I'm
is my
just like-
friend
I
Taz.
thought I walked in to Edward Jones and I was like, okay, where's one of the FAs at? Oh, that's him.
What? But like, what was that show? I forget what it was. I think my brother watched. It was like these Cajun dudes who would like hunt and fight gators in Louisiana. That was a whole show.
Are you
and-
talking about Duck Dynasty or something?
No, not Duck Dynasty. It was these two dudes who would get on one of those fan boats and like go tackle gators.
That sounds like my home videos, honestly. Yeah,
Oh,
we can
Dylan's
tell.
family's from
Your
Louisiana.
family, my dad's side is, yeah.
Your family's from Louisiana and you only eat mozzarella
Do you
sticks?
like croissants?
What?
Do you like beignets?
Oh, yeah, dude, those are the donut things? Hell yeah.
I've never had one, but they look good.
Neither have I, but I just know I like them.
You like? Do you eat fried gator tail?
No, that's a pass for me,
It's
dog.
that-
Corey
Actually
likes that
I know some
Cajun
person who gets
pasta from.
Listen, yo.
Oh, Cajun pasta, Corey Smothers.
CJ Muggs, shout out to you. I don't know who
In
is
Webster.
back there.
In Webster, though.
In
In
Webster.
right?
Not the other one.
No, they're
The
both
Cajun
great.
pasta might be good, but we don't know.
I don't know who is making
I've been
that
to both.
pasta
Both
back
are
there.
great. I love them both.
Jesus.
Jesus?
It's got that.
Jesus?
CJ Muggs has to be owned by
Correct.
Italians
Alright.
because the food is just banging from all angles.
I'm in Mexico.
Does it have to be Italians?
Oh yeah,
That's later.
Okay.
Italians cook amazing.
Sure they do.
Some.
So
Have you
I'm
ever been to
Italian.
Rizzoli's?
The realest.
Fazoli's probably has like an Irish dude like Dylan cooking in the back.
with the same hair.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh man.
Have you ever been to Olive Garden?
No, I actually no. The only time I ever
They-
the only
they-
time I ever ate at Olive Garden, I went out to California to visit my friend Blaine, and she had come out to visit me, and I took her to the Hill, the Italian neighborhood in St. Louis, and got her like really good Italian food. And then I flew out there, and she's like, "Oh, you should have Italian food out here and see how you like it." She takes me to an Olive Garden.
Yo.
I
This
don't know if
bitch.
you know this, Kayla, but they actually fly their chefs out to Tuscany to train.
Yeah, well, it doesn't work.
It's also a lie. They're
But
advertising.
have
as
you
lying
been to
to you.
Pasta House though?
That's
They
St.
must be
Louis sense?
cooking in the worst kitchen in Tuscany.
Listen, bro.
Probably a lot of them.
Now
Pasta
the
House, though?
breadsticks were the only thing I liked.
Yeah, and they're like unlimited, so.
Yeah, the breadsticks were kind of nice.
They also probably come frozen and they heat them up in a microwave.
Okay, but if it tastes good, who cares?
You got a point there, buddy.
And if they're unlimited,
That's true. Nick, you should maybe go train actually in Tuscany to be a chef because you can kind of cook now. You cook
No, he
fish
can't.
in your pond that you can fish out of.
Yo,
he likes to make bacon wrapped potatoes that he saw in an anime.
look.
Shout out
First
to
of all, Dylan,
Shokugeki no Soma.
Shokugeki no Soma.
Dylan, you like no food, so you don't know if I'm a good cook or not.
Well, we already addressed the whole fact that he likes mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, Dylan's
and
got
chicken
3
strips.
and,
foods.
beign-
that's
and
it.
beignets.
and tater.
He hasn't had beignets yet, but he likes
I like
beignets. Dylan's foods are chicken strips, mozzarella sticks,
Ooh.
and like sometimes a burger.
And
Nah,
this
most
is
of the time
and this is
burger.
how this is how severe
Oh.
it is.
I like
this
burgers
is,
a lot.
This is how severe it is. We go out to Roboto Ramen. Is that correct?
Yes.
Please tell me. Please tell them what
He
you got.
essentially
I
got
got the-
Japanese chicken strips.
No, I got the chicken katsu, which is actually just a chicken breast, one thing like fried. It's like a common Japanese dish, and it's on the menu. So yeah, I'm gonna order it. My bad. I didn't ask him to special make me chicken strips, but
No.
if it's on the menu, I'm gonna order.
Dylan,
it.
let me
I
ask
got
you.
octopus tentacles.
Dylan, let me ask you a question.
Weirdo.
Your birthday's coming up in a few days.
Oh hell yeah,
How old you gonna be?
24.
You had
Wait, did you
Have
legit
you started-
pause on that?
No, have you started forgetting your age too sometimes?
I mean, I just don't think about it actively, right?
Same.
I rented a jet ski a few years ago, and they asked me how old I was, and I said 17.
Yeah,
And I was like,
that.
"Whoa, no, I'm 20." At the time, I was like, "I'm 21. Sorry." And they were like, "Can I see an ID?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Sorry about
my God.
The only reason I remember my current age is because I think of no one likes you when you're 23.
Yeah.
Because no one likes me.
My whole point though with asking your age is that how you gonna be 24 almost and still eat like a 5-year-old? Like,
Because that's his shit, huh?
Chicken strips
how
and
you gonna
mozzarella
be-
sticks are good.
How are you going to be
But there are other
25
foods out
and
there.
have the same height as a 5-year-old?
short jokes, nice.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Stay down there.
It's okay.
I
We're
can't reach my heights.
It's okay, Nick. We're both short, so it's all good.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say.
How tall are
anything
you,
else.
Corey?
I'm like 5'8", 5'8
Oh
and a
my
half
God,
on a
dude.
good
How
day.
tall are you, Nick?
I'm 5'8"-ish.
Whenever I hear a man's
Oh, well,
height
I'm
start with a
5'3".
dog, yikes.
No,
I'm
it's not that
5'3",
bad.
so everyone is tall to me unless they're like my height. Then I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
6 gang?
Well, I mean, at least you're like not like a 6'2" like girl, because then like you don't
Oh
really be
no,
able to like.
that's
date.
actually. I feel kind of bad sometimes, because that's got to be tough. Like growing up, especially like dates and stuff for dances. There was this girl I was friends with who
Yo.
she was like 6'1". I didn't,
And every dude she dated was like.
every dude she dated was shorter than her. And I remember we did this thing called Kairos in high school where you go on this like.
Did you
Did
go
you
to?
do it?
No, we did Kairos.
Yeah.
What school did you go to?
St. Joe. You went to CBC, right?
Yeah, but is
We
that
didn't
our
go to the
sister
same.
school?
No, we're sister school to Smet.
Yeah, visitation is our sister school, right?
Yeah, but oh yeah, so that's another thing. That could be a whole podcast, like the whole like high school culture that is St. Louis. Like, where did you go to high school? We could do a whole podcast on that some other time.
Well, I haven't. You just wait till I'm
We'll
not here for
explain
that.
it to you.
Explain.
Explain it. So Kairos is this retreat where it's essentially like a bonding trip that you go on your senior class and you talk about your feelings and things that bother you and you get to know each other. So senior year can be like bitching and everyone is like with each other through the shit that is senior year.
Definitely closer.
And this girl, she was talking about how, I mean, we thought she was like living the life because she was gorgeous. I mean, 6'1", I mean, she's tall, but she was beautiful. And I mean, every dress she ever wore looked great on her. She was a star athlete. She got a full ride to a school and we're like, damn, she's fucking living the life. But she broke down crying at Kairos because she was talking about how it is so hard for her to find a date who's actually interested in her outside of just being a friend, because dudes were like intimidated because she was taller than most guys that she dated. She's like, unless I find a guy that's like 6'2" or taller, she's like, no one wants to date me. No one wants to be with me.
Well, I mean, it's highest, but at the same time, it's like, especially in high school, she probably won't run into that problem nowadays.
Probably not, yeah.
She's probably good now, because it, like, even now, like,
Dudes get
even
thirsty.
being 5'8", it's like, as long as I guess you have the confidence for it,
Yeah.
like, you can still approach like a tall girl, like, who's taller than you. It's just up to her if she decides to, like, to talk to you or not, or even entertain you.
Would you date a girl that's taller than you?
Oh, facts. Like,
Yeah. See, I guess some dudes are just like intimidated, but I don't know.
Yeah, those guys are.
well,
whack.
no, in high school, I definitely not, but like at the same time, like,
You don't know
now-
shit in high school.
Yeah, precisely.
Let me tell y'all about my buddy from college.
You've told us about him, I believe.
I've told y'all about him, but they haven't heard him. This guy, he's about 5'5", short fellow. He dated this girl who wasn't just taller than him. She was taller than everybody.
Oh.
She was about 6'2".
Is this
And the height difference was extreme.
extraordinary?
And, you know, to top it off, she wasn't a nice girl. So we kind of made fun of her behind her back. Sorry.
Well, no, you told us some of these stories, but no, this is like, yo.
We
it's
called her
wild.
the She-Hulk behind her back.
Yeah.
Which was mean, but she was also not a nice person. So
Dylan called a girl wolf pussy in high school.
What?
All right, call me out then, I guess.
yo,
Let's call out.
Did you
Dylan
already
yourself.
tell me this
is that
story?
a pop off or a twist off?
I don't know, dog.
I got a thing.
Kayla's. Hey, segue. Kayla's finally opening the beer I bought her 2 years ago.
Yes. No, you're supposed to let them age. These are really good. These are
my
Goose
kids
Island
drink it now.
beers.
The beer that my uncle bought my dad, and then I gifted to you.
Yo, this Uncle Bill's
With
is gonna
his-
fucking slap.
Oh, dude, we're going to Uncle Bill's after this. Shout out to Uncle Bill's.
Yeah. Shout out to Uncle Bill's Tiffany's Diner, Courtesy Diner.
I haven't been to Tiffany. I haven't been.
All you
Anything that's
guys-
open 24
Rock.
I
hours.
haven't been to Tiffany's yet.
Oh yeah, we gotta take Correy to
Just
Tiffany's.
wait.
I remember when I tried to after Obata, and he was like, "No," and I was like,
He kept calling me. He was like, "You won't do it. You won't do it." I'm like, "You're right. I won't."
"Exactly, you won't do it."
I'm gonna open this with my college ID, so y'all
Please
get one
do.
look at it before I ruin it.
Also-
it's very blurry.
The
Sweet,
Cougars.
sweet baby
The
Nick.
Cougs, yes, the
Sweet baby.
Cougs.
Oh, I didn't get to see
Speaking
it.
of cougars, oh, we can't. Never mind.
Take a look.
We can't. Why not?
No,
We can't. Slam piece Nicole. What? I don't know.
I'm gonna slap you.
That's edited. We're gonna cut all this out right now.
No one knows what we're talking about right now.
Not at all.
He will.
That's all right. We love you. Oh, this is a fun trick. What are we do? I've never seen this before.
What's going
I
on?
don't have a beer bottle opener, so I'm just gonna have to
This is how country
improvise.
Nick
Did you
is.
learn this from Steve-O's YouTube
No,
channel?
actually, sorry.
No,
This is
I
how
learned
much
this
Nick
from
drinks.
Yeah, dude.
I learned this from a friend of mine, who, my trumpet player friend, the weirdo,
Yeah, dude.
who wrote
How many
a poem
fingers does
for
he
Dylan.
have again?
He's got all of his fingers. Some of them are just kind of misshapen because
Yeah.
he was born with a.
Nick
disorder.
occasionally takes
Don't laugh at that,
gigs with this trumpet player who I thought he was missing some fingers.
It's only funny because
I was trying to figure out how you play trumpet missing fingers, but he doesn't. He's got them all apparently. But
Yeah, I thought he was.
I've got questions for you guys. Well,
How's it
first
going,
of all, while Nick opens that,
1 second.
why don't we talk about what we've got coming up December 7th?
Oh.
What do we have coming up? This is news to me.
Oh, snap diddly.
December
The
already?
women, the,
Yeah, dude, it's like less than 10 days away. We've
Yeah.
got
Less than 10 days. Oh my god.
STL Women of Rock.
Oh my god.
oh my god.
So STL Women of Rock is my baby. I came up with this concept in college, but just didn't have the time or balls to try to put it together and execute it. And now that I've got a band, holy hell. Now that I got a band
I
that
thought
like
that
we all share the same vision here, we finally started executing STL Women of Rock. And this is the second annual. Oh no, are you bleeding?
I'll try a tip.
Oh Jesus, are you okay? But
I'll try a sip.
Nick passes out.
oh yeah,
My bad.
Go for it. Or you want some in your cup?
Hey, just put some in my cup.
So STL Women of Rock is this concept
right here.
this concept I came up with that is all female fronted rock bands, kind of inspired by like a Lilith Fair idea, but I wanted it to have a charity element. I don't know if Lilith Fair did or not. I just like the idea of like a
Pour it
big
up,
like
pour it.
chick
Let's
show.
go. Yeah, pour some more in there. Hell yeah.
I'm fucking telling a story here.
I'm sorry.
Give her a second. Come on.
Hey, boss. Damn.
Everyone's fired. No, so this show is to showcase female-fronted rock bands because we've got some really dope ones in St. Louis, and we got a ton of really great like rock fans in general. But I wanted to showcase the chick bands because there's fewer of us. It's a little bit of a smaller subsection within the rock community in St. Louis, and I wanted to put together a showcase for
Who
everyone.
are some of the bands playing with us?
So
Hey.
who are
So we are playing with Tiger Rider, our band Crystal Lady. We got Anna Shanehoff, and we got Mammoth Piano. These are all female-fronted
Bruh.
bands and artists that
Correy?
I personally know and I adore and look up to as artists and people and performers. And I try to keep it that way. I like to put together shows with people that I've already got it planned out in my head who I want next year. Some bands I've never played with before that I love what they do. And the point of the show as well was not only to be like this big girl power concert, but I also wanted it to have an element of giving back because it happens in December in the midst of the holidays. And I found this charity, St. Louis Area Food Bank. I'm being serious.
No, Dylan's just passing me.
You're going to go to
Dylan's
timeout.
just passing. Timeout.
Anyway, I wanted this to have a charity element involved in it because during the holidays, obviously. So I found St. Louis Area Food Bank, and they are one of the only big charities in St. Louis that 98% of all the money that comes into it goes directly back into the charity. And what's really cool is that the food banks in St. Louis are primarily utilized by single mothers. So it's like women supporting women, female rockers, and I'm very passionate about it. These guys are goofing off over here.
Goofing off?
Yeah, this is
Look.
serious. The Sweet Tooth Club over here is.
It's a great.
This isn't for
charity.
us.
What did you just call us?
We're the Sweet Tooth Club, dog. This is not.
I am very proud of it, and I'm very excited. But the show is December 7th. Tickets are $10 in advance when you buy them from us, or they're $12 at the door.
Once again,
I'm also going to pester all
it's
my coworkers.
us, Crystal Lady, Tiger Rider, Anna Shanehoff, and Mammoth Piano, who we haven't played with before.
No, but Nan Yamka, you've met her. She's put us on shows.
Oh, was she?
She was at Manja,
I
and
heard
then she
that.
put us on.
heard that
Oh,
name
that's her.
before.
She put us on Spookapalooza.
She was pretty cool.
I
She's
haven't
very
met.
cool.
She's
And
kind
she-
of dope.
Yeah, and she wears this really cool, glittery blue
Have
lipstick.
I met this person?
No, you haven't
No,
met
yeah,
her.
you weren't there.
Yeah, you guys only said her name around.
You're new. Wait.
Yeah.
I am.
I want
I'm
to figure
down.
out where she gets her glitter lipsticks from.
Sorry, I was
It's a
overshooting
bold
my
look.
boundary.
I want to see if I can pull it off.
Bounds.
I'm sure
Who
you
are you?
could.
She rocks it.
Shoot, I don't know, honestly.
Well, what is this beer called that we're
So
just poured
this
out?
is
It's garbage.
called. It is not garbage.
that I
Don't
hurt
call it-
myself
it's
to
so
open.
bad.
Don't call it garbage, but it's not for us.
Goose Island
You're the
Bourbon
one who bought it. That's the only
County
reason you don't want to call it garbage.
branded
My uncle
barley
bought it.
wine ale. I like
Justin,
it. It's
bad.
dark.
Not Justin Miles.
It's strong as hell.
Yeah, it's a 14%.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It tastes like a
Bitches
dark
over
wine.
here who want Sprite and lemon vodka.
I want Sprite with no vodka at
No,
all.
Maker's Mark is actually pretty good. I will say. I'll give that to you.
It's slightly better than this.
Shocker. Dylan
Wait,
doesn't
well,
like
I've got questions for you guys.
What?
What's going on?
I want to know how and why did everyone get into music, and what would you be doing if you weren't full-time musicians?
That is a great question.
Because-
Dylan, start.
I didn't know
Yeah.
if you knew this, but Kayla and I actually have birthmarks. Mine says Cristal, and hers says Lady.
Oh shit.
And one day we stood next to each other, bare ass,
And they
it
lit
said
up.
It said
Bare
Crystal Lady.
ass.
Well,
But at first I said Lady Crystal, and we were like, I don't know about that. But then we switched
Before
around.
the dawn of time.
Before the dawn of
The
time.
mirror was reflecting it weird, so then we had to just look
Yeah.
and it.
Yeah, it's weird birthmarks. Yeah.
can you even see her? Sorry.
Let's
That's rude. That's rude. I'm
let's
sorry.
be serious.
Are you
though.
calling me
When did you
fat?
start playing bass,
What?
buddy?
Ooh, I started.
What?
All right, I'll calm
One
down.
second.
I'm trying
Let's
to
call
be
you
serious here,
Flat,
Kayla.
not fat.
I was actually being serious.
Dylan.
Okay,
Oh.
tell us about when you started playing bass. Tell us how and why you got into it.
And also, did you start playing bass before, or did you play anything before you started playing bass? I mean,
I owned a guitar before I started playing bass, and then I broke a string on it because I thought you made sound with a whammy bar. I didn't know you had to strum the strings.
no, you do make sound with a whammy bar.
I thought that's how the primary sound, and
It should be.
no, I think I over tightened the tuning peg because I didn't know what it did at the time, and the string broke, and I never touched it again.
Oh
Oh
no.
crap!
Oh.
So when was this?
Dylan got himself shook.
This was in middle school or something.
Oh, okay. And
It
then
was,
when
young.
and then when did you pick up bass, and how did you pick up bass?
I picked it up my freshman year because my friend had a guitar and a different friend had a drum set, and no one had a bass, and I was like, oh, I'll play bass, and I really liked. I liked Cake at the time, and their bass lines were really cool, so I was like,
That's true.
sure.
So, a musician born out of necessity.
So was Cake your starting influence, really?
I wouldn't say that. I was listening to a lot of Cake at the time. I was listening to Cake and Dream Theater, and that was like it.
Oh,
They're
all right.
they're kind of different.
They both got good bass players.
Yeah. My music taste definitely evolved when I got to college. It was some bullshit prior to that.
It's still some bullshit, to be honest.
No, Dylan doesn't like Stevie Nicks.
Or
Most
for
people
some-
don't like Stevie
or
Nicks.
most-
And what's the
Most people
song-
love Stevie
What's
Nicks.
also the song you tried showing us? Because Dylan apparently can't differentiate between male and female voices. Who is the person?
Tracy Chapman sounds like a woman, and Corey is deaf.
No,
The first time I heard Tracy Chapman, to be fair, I did think it was a man singing.
she's got a deeper voice. So you just have to
She's
admit
just
that.
a deep voice.
Sorry.
Corey's been watching too much anime, dude. He just wants him to sound like 12-year-olds.
Yada yada.
Yeah.
That's also fair.
Dylan, wait, who is your favorite band though? If you had to pick, like, okay, how about this? One musician, living or dead, band or musician, either one. It is the last concert you can see. If they're dead, you can bring them back to life. What are you seeing?
Ooh, probably James Jamerson play with any act that he recorded with.
Okay.
He was the studio bass player for Motown,
Oh,
and he's
okay.
a really big influence on mine. And he didn't
Nice.
get like famous until after he died, which is
That's interesting.
Oh, and
Pretty
isn't
whack.
he like the most sampled bass player?
he might be, dog. He's like up there for sure.
Yeah, and like got no money from it.
Oh yeah, no, he made like zero money.
How
Yeah.
about you, Corey? One person living or dead, one act. What you want to see?
Oh, I just want to see Carter Buford play. Honestly, he's the drummer for Dave Matthews Band. That dude's wild. Because
Oh,
like
yeah.
Dave Matthews Band.
You showed us that one tune that was
Well,
dope.
Dave Matthews Band is literally just some country band. Like, it's no offense.
They're not like country.
No, they're not country.
Well,
They're like-
I don't know what to describe them as.
Dad
it's
rock?
just
Yeah, dad rock. They're definitely dad
Kind
rock.
of jam bandy.
okay because
Yeah,
they're
like
like
Grateful Dead,
without
Fishes.
Carter Buford. Carter Buford. I still can't
Buford?
say it.
Buford? Buford?
Can't talk. But no, like seriously, like he's so wild. Like that band without him is just they're just okay. He takes them just to that next level that just does not make any sense.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Okay. Kayla, same question.
Same question.
Living or dead, who you want to see?
I kind of struggle with this question
I do
because
too.
I super
would
struggled.
I would want to bring someone back from the dead for sure.
Oh yeah.
My favorite era of music, I'm sure I've told you guys this before, is 1963 to 1977.
Yeah.
Most of those or not most, but a lot of those musicians are no longer with us. I also really love the 90s. I love a lot of 90s rock. And part of me almost wants to say Nirvana. They're not my favorite band. I do like their story. They're my favorite rock and roll story for sure. They're in my top 10 favorite bands. But at the same time, I know that Nirvana, some of their live performances, they would like purposely butcher, which I get why they did it, and it was cool,
It
and
was
it was
funny.
a punk rock statement.
Was it
but
cool?
I feel like if I were to attend that concert and I was wanting to hear them like take it seriously and perform, and I saw them like intentionally like screw it up, I'd be like, in the moment, I'd be like, oh, okay, kind of cool, but I'd go home and be like, man, I wish I would have like heard it.
I'm gonna roast him real quick.
So what I think I would pick, I think I'd go further back. I would, and I know the specific concert, I would want to see Janis Joplin at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967. Yeah. Janis Joplin, I fucking love her.
She was
a lot of
awesome.
people don't like her. Her voice is too much for them.
She's got a really wild sounding voice.
And
like,
I don't
she
like her with
screams
the
a lot.
Cosmic Blues Band. I like her with her original
Her own shit,
band.
yeah. Yeah, Janice was dope.
Yeah,
For-
she butchered her Woodstock performance. She was like high out of her mind.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Cosmic Blues
Yo.
Band was like new as hell to her, and
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like, so not Janice at Woodstock, but definitely Janice 67
The Monterey
on the
Pop
come
Festival.
up at Monterey Pop Festival.
So for me it'd be a 3-way tie because it's hard to decide. But
All right, make a decision though.
Especially after that list you sent me. My God.
yeah, I sent Corey. We all sent Corey a list of our favorite artists, and mine was very long. I'm sure. Yeah, Dylan's was also very long too. All of ours was very long lists.
Well, Kayla's the only one who didn't send, even though.
But
she's,
for me, if I'd had to decide between 3, it'd be Hendrix,
oh, dude,
the God, Stevie Ray Vaughan, the other God,
I feel you.
and 90s Pantera, who I love, because their shows got wild. You know, I've seen some of their
Especially the last one.
Hey, yo, shout out to my high school
Yo,
teacher.
enough
Miss
of this.
Farinella, who introduced me to Jimi Hendrix.
Well,
That was
I got
wild.
an update from our cameraman that the camera is dying. So
Shout out to young Joseph.
so we better.
young-
Joseph?
I really don't want to do this.
Yes, you
Too
do.
fucking bad.
Tell them
You're
the
not
surprise.
going first.
What are we doing?
You're not
So
going
this
first.
is this is the last dab from Hot Ones. I'm a huge Hot Ones fan. So is my boyfriend. He ordered like 3 of the sauces: the first, the middle, and the last. All right, we're back. So you left us when our camera died when we were about to try the last dab from Hot Ones. Just so you know, there's like a warning
let's
label
read it.
on here. Heat level 10 out of 10, 2 million plus Scoville. Caution, the hottest sauce on Hot Ones cranks the spice level even higher with the special triple X rated version of the Last Dab.
I ain't scared.
3 distinct strains of Smokin' Ed Curry's most infamous chili pepper X, chocolate pepper X, and peach pepper X combined to smoke out celebrity guests and fans alike. Add a dab to your favorite foods and live the Hot Ones tradition.
Money.
Yeah.
I'm
Nick goes first.
scared.
Though. Nick goes first, dog.
All right, I want to see Nick's
'Cause I
Kayla's
reaction.
last, yo.
No, I'm going after Nick.
Get it good.
Oh, I'm not like dude.
Getting the smallest amount possible.
Yeah, no, I'm just like I'm gonna like.
Yeah, because y'all are scared.
It's been
I
sitting
am
there for quite
scared.
some time, but let's see what happens.
Oh, his eyes enlarged.
Hello?
Look at the camera though, real quick.
Yeah.
Nick probably would be okay. He likes spicy.
How is it? You all right?
It's spicy.
Kayla's scared, yo. She is
Hey,
terrified.
Kayla, are you ready to die?
Is it that
She
bad?
brought the water.
Like how
He's not
bad? How
dying.
bad?
He's good.
Just dip it. See what happens.
But doesn't Kayla have to go last?
No, she says she wants to go second.
More.
You need at least some, yo.
I'm getting
More.
less than Kayla, dog.
Get you dunk that shit.
There you go. There you go. Yo, she'll be fine.
It gets hotter over time.
Don't freak out. Just eat and then
I
freak out.
believe it.
It gets hotter over time.
Believe
but
in
it's
yourself.
not bad.
It's probably because it's been also sitting. out there.
Yeah, look at you.
Whoa, yo, Kayla was like, what? It's that hot.
Is it not that good? I like the flavor.
The flavor tastes like straight up asshole.
Yeah, but that's a good flavor.
Have you ever had like a whole asshole in your mouth? 'Cause
Yeah.
Many
that's
times.
what that
Have
is.
you not?
Oh wait, you know what? Wait, you know what?
Yeah, you're alive.
Okay.
I think it's because it's also been sitting out like the bottle.
Don't tell them that.
Well, then let's do a fresh one.
Yeah, do a fresh dab because I'm actually like not dying that bad.
Yeah. It's okay.
The initial sting kind of hurt.
It gets worse over time.
Yeah, it's just
probably didn't get enough.
it's building itself up. We probably actually need to put some shit on this.
All right, I'm going back in.
All right, put that shit.
It just smells like heat.
Correct. Heat fart. Yeah, that's actually a good description.
Smells like a pepper just cut a hot one in your
This
mouth.
actually looks like it's a bit too much, but whatever.
Now here we go.
That's hotter.
See this nug? Dip, dunk,
Dibbly do.
cover.
Yeah, it's not butthole.
Yo, see this? Y'all see this?
Yeah, you see that.
It's not that bad at all.
Yeah, what if the celebrity's talking about?
Yeah.
It's getting hot though.
Hot Ones is fake.
Facts. You've been lying.
Like this tastes good, and I'm not like dying.
Come on, Sean. What are you doing, Sean?
It's starting to build up now.
I mean, it's getting hot, but like
No, it's getting hot
I'm
now.
not gonna freak out.
Yeah. I'll live.
Do you have
Well,
Hot
also
Ones?
on Hot Ones, they cover the entire wing with this stuff.
That is true.
And
actually.
then they do an extra dab.
But then the celebrities only take like a little baby bite of it.
Yeah, the pussies, the real motherfuckers clean the wing.
Oh
That's true.
wait. Oh.
Yeah, my tongue is burning now. That's
Oh.
fine.
hot.
It's hot.
It's hot, but like it's,
I'm not
it's
dying.
nothing. It's
Not
nothing, yeah.
compared to what they've been saying. Because like Idris and all of them, they've been
Well, look,
tripping.
we didn't cover these nugs with them. We just took a little dunk. If you cover the nugs with them,
I kind of went in my second time.
You did.
I also
I
did
put-
go
I
in
put-
my
I put
second
like
time.
3 or 4 times more than I put on my first time.
My tongue's kind of burning right now.
Yeah, no,
Next
my tongue
time-
is on fire.
You know what?
My tongue's burning, but like it's like fine.
I've got like 5 hot sauces that are worse than this.
I'm not sweating.
Really?
Let me bring in my devil's pecker sauce
Listen,
yeah.
calm
and
down.
my blueberry fuck you sauce.
Calm down. Because this is hot.
Because like I'm fat and I sweat all the time, and I'm not really sweating after this. So
That's
I sweat for
unfortunate.
no reason, and I'm fine.
I don't know. My tongue kind of.
Yeah, my tongue is like burning.
No, my
but, like,
tongue,
it's
my
not
tongue
bad.
is hurting.
Yeah, it's not even like hot. It's like pain.
I
It's
got
like,
a good bit of it.
Nah, mine's just burning. Dog.
Like, have you ever like brushed?
How do I have better
No.
resistance than y'all?
I don't eat hot shit.
No, it just hurts.
I mean, I eat Louisiana hot sauce, Kayla. I don't know if I can be considered eating hot stuff.
Yeah,
I'm going to
tongue
bring my
actually
hot
just hurts.
sauce in next time, and we're going to really go deep.
Oh.
I enjoy it. It tasted good, and actually, I like the pain. I'm
No,
Yeah,
I don't like
ma-
the pain.
I'm a masochist.
We found
guys.
Dylan's kink.
No, this one's hot.
Yes.
Oh wait, no. When you close your mouth and then like
It's worse.
Y'all just
Corey,
it's fine.
you need to wipe your nose.
Thank
A
you.
little bit.
Thank you.
I guess it's fucking him
Oh.
up. Dude, you sniffling too, dude? This is fine.
oh it's
More of it then. Eat more of it then if it's fine. Get
Get
you a
the-
nug.
get your
Dunk it
whole-
good.
drink
I-
it.
Dunk it good,
Yeah,
buddy.
get all of it because I cover half my nug in it.
Oh,
Same.
it's definitely like not comfortable.
No, it's not. Bro, put more on there, dog. I cover half my nug in that stuff. Stop pussying.
Oh, you
Just
got it.
scrape
Oh, there you go, boy.
My first reaction was all like I was reacting to what I thought it was going to be, and then I like simmered
Yeah,
it down.
you can't just take a dab of it because if you only take like a little bit, you won't really get anything from it. As soon as I cover my whole entire nugget in it,
Flavor. I like the flavor.
I didn't like the flavor. It was too. I don't like things that are too smoky. It tasted like smoke.
I like the smoke.
I'm sorry, Sean. It didn't taste like having a whole asshole in my mouth. I was angry
The thing
and
about it-
scared.
It just lasts a while.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
forever.
It like lasts a while, but this is fine, guys.
There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, no, I agree. It's fine.
Dude, these middle guys are some fucking pussies. Let's go.
Bro, I'm gonna bring.
Yeah, how
it's
about you
called
stop
hotter-
talking and leave your mouth closed the rest of the time? Have fun.
It's called hotter.
They're like smacking Corey to eat it too. I'm like,
Yo.
get in here.
Go.
Like, don't just watch me.
Yo, I'm gonna bring my sauce. It's called hotter than the
Well-
devil's pecker sauce. It's from Louisiana.
Hotter than
it's
the devil's
the pepper.
pecker.
No, it's made here in St. Louis.
But the peppers are from Louisiana.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you just wipe your nose? I feel you. I got you.
It's delicious.
Ah.
It's delicious. You just dump that in the sauce.
Is there one
Eat
more
it.
left?
There's a half of one left that's got sauce on it.
Eat it, Corey. No, you won't, pussy. Yeah. While he is, oh my God.
Wow.
That's never happened before in my entire life. Every time I'm like, you
Oh my
won't.
god.
Now I wonder if
Do it.
everyone's gonna
Do
like
it.
feel this in their rectum later.
I probably won't.
Yeah, in the morning.
No, when we
I've got an iron butthole.
When we eat this Uncle Bill's, it's gonna take all the shit away.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
We're
good.
going to Uncle Bill's.
My tongue hurts. It's not like immense
it's-
pain, but it's like, ugh.
It doesn't burn. It's pain.
Y'all suck, dog.
That's fine. Have fun.
Bert
am.
Kreischer was fucking like puking and like crying.
That guy's a fucking pussy, dude.
No, bro. Like I think
Oh,
no,
look,
they
look,
actually
look.
cover those wings in that
My
sauce.
favorite episode of Hot Ones is the one with Bobby Lee, the comedian, because Bobby Lee shit
shit
his
himself.
pants
That one
was so funny.
on camera.
That guy's a pussy.
And it was the best episode. He just
That
goes,
was hilarious.
"Ah!" And there's like, and Sean Evans was like,
He's like, you didn't. And
he's like, you didn't. He's like, yeah, I did.
then Chef Ramsay like ran to the bathroom.
Well, yeah, because Gordon Ramsay has
Yeah,
the palate of
he-
a baby.
I like how you called him Chef Ramsay, dog. Like, you're
Chef
not in a kitchen,
Ramsay.
dog. He's Gordon Ramsay.
Yes, chef.
He's a
Yes,
chef.
chef.
She's a talent.
He's a
She
chef.
can't
His
help
name is Ramsay. And also,
Nah,
he's
this
a
is
bitch
fine.
when it comes to spice.
Oh, I like
Dude,
Chef
when
Ramsay.
my man took the fucking lemons and the lime bottles, he said,
Yo, I mean,
Well-
it didn't work, but cool.
Our cameraman, while the camera was dead, happened to tell me that we didn't finish the questions we were asking, which is, what would you do if you weren't being a musician?
Dylan, go.
a bomb. Jeez.
come back to me.
Corey, go.
I be doing exactly what I kind of do part time now, which is work at.
Corey does have a day job where what do you do?
Answer stupid ass
Ones
questions.
and zeros,
I answer
stocks
some
and bonds.
Stupid questions.
Stupid.
I don't even care if they see this and fire me. Like, bro,
Oh.
listen, dog, listen. Stop calling in not knowing how to open up just a regular account. I'm serious, guys. Like, I can't stand answering those ridiculous questions. Listen to me.
Corey.
Yo.
Oh,
Go off.
Please elaborate.
Go off.
I just swallowed some of the spice like that dripped off my tongue into the back of my throat,
Yeah.
and now it's kind of burning down here.
Yeah.
We'll deal with it. You'll be
You
all right.
have SEP IRAs. You have simple IRAs. You have owner Ks. Listen to me.
Cool.
They don't need to get schooled.
It's easy.
I'm falling asleep
Call
already.
Corey; he'll walk you through it.
Call your tax professional.
Corey's mother said,
If
"Tax
I
professional."
were not a musician,
What would you be doing?
I think I would be a hairstylist.
Bullshit.
No,
Really?
I mean, your
yeah.
hair's kind of whack, so I don't think so.
That's rude.
No, I
Style
think
my hair right now.
don't hit those on the table. These
I
are
didn't
brand
mean
new.
to. I didn't hit it hard.
Hit it on the table.
I think I'd be a hairstylist. I applied to one college when I went to college, and I told my mom if I don't get in, I'm going to beauty school because I would like to do people's hair and makeup. I think I'd do that, or I would work in the special school district. I used to volunteer in the special school district.
My
and I
cousin
was
actually does do.
Yeah, I was a teacher's aide for a while, my summers, or a teacher's assistant, and I really enjoyed that. So I'd either be a hairstylist or I would be a special education teacher.
Well, that's nice. If I didn't do music, I'm guessing I'd probably be either in the military, in jail, or dead. Because I didn't have a lot going for me in middle school and
You
high
still
school.
don't.
This got really depressed.
I still don't. You're right. No. Yeah. No. My brother went to Afghanistan, almost died. I probably would have done the same thing and
Whoa.
probably died. I had some of my best friends in high school. They went to jail over some stuff. And also, I have friends in high school who died over some stuff.
Ooh.
So, following, my family, my friends, doesn't look good, but music's cool.
Yeah.
Music's helping me out.
Be
I'm
a
doing cool
musician.
things. Be a musician.
It's fun.
Be broke. It's
Do
fun.
that.
Be broke, be a musician.
Facts.
Get a side hustle. Mine is I'm a realtor.
Ramen noodles are
But
great.
she actually kind of makes some money sometimes.
Sometimes I make some money. Sometimes
I move
hate my
furniture
life
for
and
a
like
living.
Kayla has occasional breakdowns.
I play bass for a living.
Nobody cares.
Oh, also, I will say this, just so we don't just keep dogging Kayla on it, the fact that she believes in aliens. I don't.
Dude, they're
believe
out
them.
there.
No, they're not the aliens that we depict in movies and stuff, but I do. The universe is huge, yo.
Yeah.
I really doubt that we're the only form of life.
So we skipped my question. I'm gonna
Oh yeah, what would you
segue
be if
past
you
what you're
weren't a
talking about,
musician?
some whack ass shit. I'd probably try to be
Wow.
like a professional gamer. Honestly, I like
Word.
games.
Oh, you
I
know
don't know
what?
if I'd succeed, but
He'd
I'd
actually be.
I try to
he probably
be a
could do wow.
YouTuber. I would try to be like a YouTuber, and I would have a channel where I did intense Sims builds. Actually,
Yo, you actually probably do that, yeah.
No, I mean
Yeah.
I was like all right at WoW. If
Yo,
I
look,
only did it, I probably could. But like WoW doesn't get you anywhere. You're not gonna make. No one makes money playing WoW.
Except for
So what
Asmongold.
game?
Who?
Asmongold, isn't that his name? Asmon? I don't know if I'm saying his gamer tag right.
No one. I mean, I don't want to be like competitive though. I wouldn't just want to like.
You wouldn't have to be competitive. He
But I'd
makes
want to
money.
be. But I'd want to be.
but he
Oh,
wants.
okay.
So like in WoW, I,
like
couldn't
ya.
make money competitive.
I want ya.
So what game would you want to be pro at?
I don't know.
You can't
Smash?
do Smash or ass at that.
I beat the shit out of you all the time. Smo money.
Smo money.
Smo money.
Yo.
Oh
At
man.
all. Don't
well,
lie.
I don't know
Guys-
about all that.
Smo.
we've been going for a minute. We've had a good time. It's been fun.
Uncle Bill's.
We're gonna get some Uncle Bill's.
Uncle Bill's.
Check out crystallladyband.com. That is our band. We are Crystal Lady. To take it out, should we all do like a raw finger of some sauce here? Since
Raw thing.
Or we can just go to fucking Uncle Bill's.
we can go to Uncle Bill's.
That's true. We
I'm
can
gonna last dab it with Nick here. All right. Pinkies up. Yeah, watch out for your cut. All right, pinkies up.
And-
Thanks for watching. We're Crystal Lady. See you next week.
That tastes bad.
Yeah, that's worse on the
Yeah, when it gets to your throat.
Dylan likes nothing, but he likes this.
All
All right, see you guys next time. Bye.
Give me your